black screen, a pulse of soft green. Ronderou's voice enters, like an old scar, being traced by a steady hand. I have seen worlds burned by tyrants, tribes broken by conquest, and cultures crushed under the weight of greater powers. But here on Earth, there is an island that refused to let itself die. Today I speak of Ireland, a land that endures. The land and its people. Ireland rises from the ocean like a blade from a forge. Cooled by storms, sharpened by hardship, the Irish people carry a strength that runs quiet and deep. Not the loud swagger of conquerors, but the rooted persistence of those who have suffered and still stand. They laugh easily, but never forget. They welcome strangers, yet guard their identity with the force of an ancient clan. Their spirit reminds me of mountain tribes on Calais, unbroken, even when cornered. Ancient Ireland, where history and myth hold hands. Before kings and borders, Ireland's story lived in the voices of druids, bards, and warrior lords. Clans ruled this land long before empires learned its name. The tales here are thick with champions. Lug the shining warrior, the goddess Danu, and Cuchulainn, the hound whose rage in battle could terrify even a Kaleesh war mask. On this island, myth was never cast aside. It sits beside history like an honored elder. Ireland remembers everything: Gaelic culture, clan honor, and the living tongue. The Irish language, Gaeilge, is a storm song, shaped by cliffs and sea winds. It survived attempts to ban it, bury it, and break it. Yet it remains. In my world, a language that survives oppression is more than speech. It is a legacy of resistance. Music is woven into their identity. Harp, pipes, fiddle, bodhrán. Through invasion, famine, and exile, they fought with memory as much as with steel. Clan identity once defined everything: honor, hospitality, lineage, duty. Break these, and a person lost their meaning. Religion, pagan roots, Christian flame. At first, Ireland followed the rhythms of nature: sun festivals, sacred groves, ancestor rites. Then Christianity came. But unlike many conquests on this planet, this faith did not erase the old ways entirely. The Irish reshaped it, made it theirs. Their monasteries preserved knowledge, while other regions collapsed. Warriors defended scholars. Scholars armed the future. Even now, ancient pagan stones stand beside Christian crosses. This island never surrendered its past. Centuries of conflict, England's long shadow. Then came a force from across the narrow sea. England, a kingdom, then an empire, pushing into the island piece by piece. 8 centuries of pressure, 8 centuries of defiance. Land confiscated, laws imposed, culture suppressed, religion weaponized, armies sent, rebellions met with fire. But Ireland never yielded its will. Uprisings rose again and again. The 9 Years' War, 1641, 1798, and each time, even in defeat, the flame did not die. The Great Famine, a wound that still breathes. In the 1840s, disaster struck. A crop failure, worsened by brutal colonial policy, spiraled into a catastrophe that tore through the island. 1 million dead, 2 million forced to flee. The famine is not a footnote. It is a scar carved into Ireland's identity. Entire clans vanished. Songs became elegies. Family lines scattered across earth, carrying grief like an ember they refused to drop. Independence and division. In the 20th century, Ireland rose once more. Fighters disciplined, determined, relentless, challenged the empire that claimed them. The Irish War of Independence proved that spirit can outmatch an empire's machinery. Freedom came with a fracture. The island was split. The Republic of Ireland to the south, Northern Ireland remaining under British rule. This division ignited a conflict known simply as the Troubles. Decades of bombings, protests, intelligence wars, and mourning. But the Irish pushed toward peace with the same stubborn resolve that marks every chapter of their history. Modern Ireland reforged, renewed. Today, Ireland stands not as a victim of history, but as proof that a small nation with an iron spirit can rebuild itself from the edge of ruin. Its cities hum with modern energy. Its culture influences continents. Its people thrive at home and across the world. The island still carries its scars, but they have become part of its strength. Ireland and the world. Ireland's relationships remain shaped by history. With the United Kingdom, tension, cooperation, memory, and complexity bound together. With its European neighbors, partnership and growing influence. With the United States and Canada, deep kinship born from centuries of migration, struggle, and shared identity. The Irish abroad form a vast, resilient diaspora, a network of families, traditions, and stories spanning the globe. Distance did not weaken them. It multiplied them. Closing words, a warrior's judgment. Ireland is not a simple nation. It is a survivor's tale written in land, blood, and language. An island that faced conquest, hunger, exile, and division, and still stands proud. Among all the peoples of earth I have studied, few carry their history with such dignity, or their resilience with such fire. Ireland endures, and any world that endures earns my respect.